next guest tonight is an Emmy-nominated comedian you know from her work on Saturday Night Live and movies like Ghostbusters, Sing, and Coming to America. She's the host of Roast My Rental, which premieres July 24th on HGTV. Let's take a look.
Oh, no. No. Norman Bates lived here. Look at this thing. Look at the duct tape. How about hell to the no, no, no.
Please welcome back to the show our very good friend Leslie Jones. Welcome back, my dear.
Wait a minute, I have to sit elegantly.
Yeah, you're presenting very elegantly today. And what an elegant sound.
Ooh, oh, look at me. Seth, you know I look good.
Yes.
No, for real, like.
I mean,
I feel like Thelma Houston.
yeah. I feel like we got to put mirrors in the dressing room so you can see before you come out.
Don't be mad because I'm beautiful.
No, I'm over the moon. You're beautiful. But I will say, I genuinely, one of my favorite things is watching you react to things in real time. And based
Yes.
on that clip, this is a perfect show for you. This is
Yes.
Roast My Rental. These are rental properties.
Right.
That people have rented, much to the renter's chagrin.
Chagrin is a good word.
Thank you.
Y'all white people just can't talk normal.
Yeah.
You know? Like, what language is chagrin?
Yeah.
That's just something you just made up.
Yeah. All right, so much to their disappointment.
That's all you had to
I'm
say.
sorry.
This is the same thing he did with that serpentine thing. Just say zigzag.
Yeah. I just sometimes, look.
You just
okay.
sometimes got to show you
Just
got a
gotta show
degree
up.
from
Yes, I
Harvard
apologize.
or whatever white school you went to.
I did. So this is,
Look at that.
oh my God. It's good. It is real good.
I look 32. Oh my God, I'm not even trying to be serious. I look gorgeous. Wait a minute.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
Young hearts, young free.
So,
What was the question?
what was the question? What a great question that is. So this show, you go in and you have 72 hours
Yes.
to sort of fix the rental.
Yes.
You're not just there to roast it, you're actually there to help.
Yes, because there's a lot of people that they read the comments and then think opposite.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, you guys are not reading your reviews. And they're like, oh, we got more good comments than bad comments. I was like, just read the bad comments, because it's stinking here.
Yeah.
And I don't know how you don't smell them 7 dead bodies that is obviously under your house
Yeah.
that Norman Bates used to rent.
You actually helped. You actually did some painting in one of the episodes. Are you handy?
These are jewels, not tools.
Okay. So the clip of you painting was a brief clip. They just got a...
It was one door, and I was told that it was painted over.
Oh, so you did a little painting for the show?
I did the whole door, and obviously it wasn't good enough for her.
You have you were a road comic for a long time.
A
lot of
You know, I'm really tired of the words that you're using.
Wait, road.
You're a road comic for a long time.
I mean, I on purpose used all small ones.
Wait a minute, I didn't get that joke. I didn't get that. What does that mean?
I'm just saying you were, for interminable ages, you were a sojourner
It sounds like you're calling me like Methuselah.
No. All right,
Okay,
you
first of all,
put in.
can you explain the first joke that you cracked?
I'm not gonna do that.
Please.
No, it's already bad if I have to explain
No,
it.
come on, please.
I would just-
So you said a whole bunch of small ones. What does
Well,
that
so
mean?
you were
Because
criti-
they laughed.
Well, first you were criticizing me for chagrin,
Chagrin.
and then I was like not fancy at all.
Oh, so you're saying you was using small words?
Yep.
Oh, so you're being an ass.
I'm trying very hard. You know what? Just to let you know
This
what?
is- this
just
is
to
why we have-
just to
this is
reset.
why-
Take a second.
This
just,
is why there's
just look
race
at yourself
wars right now.
Just look at yourself.
That's-
Just look at yourself. There we go.
Oh,
Just
God.
Take it in.
This
take
is-
it in. Let's all calm down. Take it in.
This is just so
Take
good.
it in. Here we go.
You don't deserve this.
I don't know.
Next question, sir.
Did you ever
I'm tired of your chagrin.
in the very brief period of time in which you did stand up on the road, did you ever stay in a bad hotel
I
room?
did it a lot of times. Okay. Just say you're a veteran comic, Leslie.
I feel like if I had said that, you would have had issue with it. All right.
No.
Okay.
You said you've been doing comedy so long. You
That-
pretty old, and them jokes is old like you.
I will say, now that you say it, that is how I sound.
That's how they. Yes, bad hotels. Bad hotels. Sometimes bad hotels, but great amenities. Like I stayed in a motel in Seattle, but it had 265 cable channels, and I was like, "That's a good room."
Yeah.
That's a good room. That's a good room. But I've stayed in like the fancy hotels, like they never have good lighting, and then
Yes.
you have to always order room service, and then they don't let you put stuff in your refrigerator. See, I like a medium hotel like a Fairmont or a Marriott, like, cause they
Yeah.
always got ice machines, they always got vending machines, they always got washing machines and dryers. It's just simple, and the lighting is the water pressure. Oh my God, are you not looking at me on the camera?
I think they all are.
Oh my God. Okay, first of all, Seth,
Yes.
how old do I look?
32.
Good answer, Seth.
I'm a good listener.
Wally, how old I look?
31.
We'll be right back. We'll have to deal with this. We'll be right back. We're here with Leslie Jones. I know when you were first in LA, you had some rentals, and you had a bee issue.
Yes, I had a bee issue. I went out and I went to the site. I got a nice little house, and you know, I wasn't thinking it was a real thing because I kept hearing buzzing,
Yeah.
and I was like,
Right.
you smoke too much weed. And then it would just be like, it just got louder and louder and louder. And then the day that I wanted to watch Wakanda, don't laugh, but I wanted some Wakanda in my life. And it was one bee. And I was like, okay, you can't kill the bees. The bees are dying, you can't kill the bees.
Yeah, it's true.
And then two bees. And I was like, okay, you can't kill the bees.
Right.
But then we got 3 or 4. So I was like, oh, I'm finna kill some bees.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. So, then I went outside and I followed the noise, and it's a big hole in the wall, all filled with bees. So it was on a Sunday, and
It was a bee hole.
It was a big bee hole. And look, bee hole. You're so funny. It
You're
looked
so
like-
funny. You said big bee hole.
It looked like it did. It looked like a coochie. If you look at it. If you look at it far off, it looked like a real hairy coochie.
Well,
But it's like, so I called the bee people, because I didn't want them to kill the bees. I called the natural bee people, and they pulled the biggest hive out the wall.
do you have video?
Yes, I have
Okay.
video. And what's so messed up about it is that the dude I rented from was like, oh, they wasn't here before. I said, you think I brought bees?
Yeah. Let's,
Do you have the video?
Yeah, we have it. Let's show it.
About
Look, don't they look like a coochie?
less than 5 It's pretty simple.
Oh, yeah. You know, it did.
See?
Yeah, it was great. I
Oh
thought
my
you were
God,
making
did
it
you
up.
see this? Look, I don't have a bra on, and that's really hot that my breasts are doing that at my age. Listen, enjoy your breasts. Enjoy your breasts, ladies. Enjoy your breasts. Enjoy your breasts. Do exercise and wash your face. And listen, men, wash your ass.
You're on tour. The Leslie Jones I'm Hot Tour. All right. I mean, obviously, I'm assuming you are calling this tour the I'm Hot Tour because, as we've established, you were very hot. As we've established.
I knew you would come around, Mr. President. I'm hot, yes, as a person. The jokes are hot. And then I'm going through menopause, so I'm hot.
So it works 3 different ways.
Yeah, I almost had a break in that first thing. It was trying to give me a flash. And I said, you better stop it, Satan.
You fought it off. You fought the flash off.
I fought that flash off.
God, you're just, is there anything you can't do?
I am invincible.
You are invincible.
I'm too cocky. I'm a little cocky.
You're good. You've earned it.
Cocky.
It's earned. Earned confidence.
For real, you don't understand. When you get to my age and you are walking on the other side of your BS, because everybody has to like themselves. Everybody needs to understand that you're not a normal person. You are a specific piece of art that was made by God, and you need to be the gallery. It's up to you. And listen, don't clap because it's not easy. It's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be hard, so when you get through it, you appreciate that fight for yourself. And I'm telling you guys, when you find yourself, nothing, even when you're going through the worst day, joy overcomes it. Listen, if you can get up in the middle of the night and make yourself a sandwich and go to the bathroom, you are blessed.
Very inspiring words. All right, one of my favorite things we've ever done on this show is Game of Jones.
Yes.
We watched Game of Thrones together. We reacted in real time.
Yes.
Are you enjoying House of the Dragon?
Yes.
It's great.
It is so good. It's the dance of the dragons, baby.
Yeah.
This is when you find out about the dragons.
I want them to just do a re-edit where everybody has regular names. I can't do. Look, I'm fine as long as they're saying the name and I can see the character. When they talk about characters who aren't on screen, I'm like, what?
It is
because they're like,
talking
Aemon
to-
told Aegon, and then Aegon said to Rhaegon.
Rhaenyra said to
Rhaenyra said to Rhaenyra, you're like-
and yeah, it's like an old aunt saying that's his cousin's uncle, father.
Yeah. It's like it must be. It's like a cookout at George Foreman's house where everybody's named George Foreman. Yeah.
Right. Because I still don't get it. I just
They're like,
be
yeah, George is here, and you're
I
like,
give them all different names. I'll be like Burnt Boy, Foot Dude.
Yeah. Right.
Allison.
I think that's
bitch.
great for everybody.
Yeah.
I think they might not love those names.
Damon?
No, like Burnt Face and Foot Boy.
Yeah, Foot Dude is terrible.
Which one's Foot Dude?
Foot Dude. He's the new Foot.
Oh, yeah, I might not be a Foot Dude.
Oh, he's a Foot Dude, baby.
Gotcha. Did something happen to his foot?
Baby, something happened with a foot. He's a little freaky boy.
Well,
He
very
likes
exciting.
feet.
But let me just say, I think the show is great, and I feel like it's a failing of me that I'm getting too old, that I feel like I've turned into my dad, and I'm like, wait, who's that?
Are you older than me?
I think so.
Just whisper in your ear, hold on. I will punch you in the... and get to... Sitting here
You
looking...
do have a great impression of me.
know
It's
what?
really good. That's what I did. I leaned in and I went...
I'm getting too old to that ball, boy. Looking like an old young Robert Redford with your fine ass.
Woo! Finally, a compliment comes this way. Leslie Jones, everybody. Roast My Rental premieres July 21st on HGTV. We'll be right back with Joe Firestone.